Hello everyone, Cami here. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be checking in on our second week of April, and I will just say I did not do too well on this week. I did pretty bad, so I'm just warning you, and I did not keep up with my receipts at all. I did keep up with my groceries, and it was really confusing, so I might confuse you how I did this. I was confused, but I'm gonna explain later. But we're right here on April, and I barely fixed this because I just did not have it in me to fix it. We'll be checking in from April 4th through April 10th. Like I said, I always say this, since my paycheck comes in Thursdays, I like to check in from Thursday through Wednesday. That's just how I do it. With that being said, we're gonna take our stickers from right here and our receipts, whatever kind of receipts I have. Also, since I do the stickers with you guys, I do keep up with my purchases through my index card that I have in my wallet, and I just have a pen in there just to keep up with things. And we might as well take out the cash envelopes because we're already in here. As you can see, I made a lot of purchases, and it was something. Let's begin. I do have my sticker legend right here, so that just keeps me in check. Let's start with the first purchase, which wasn't until the 5th, so that was on a Friday. And I remember this, I stuffed an extra $20 from the refund money that I got. Not my tax refund. Basically, I got a refund from a purchase I made a long time ago, around December, and they were about to ship it to me around March, and I told them just cancel it. So I got extra money for that, so I stuffed in an extra $20 in my cash envelope because I knew that we were gonna drive to Atlanta that weekend, and we stayed there till the 7th. So I gave my boyfriend $20 for the gas, which was honestly not enough. Gas is sinking funds, and where are my gas are sinking funds? So my sinking funds is the yellow sticker. So we're just gonna put gas. And I gave him $20. If you guys are thinking about doing this, I honestly urge you to do so. You don't have to have these fancy stickers. You can always just, you know, do sticky notes or whatever, just write it down because it's really nice to have and just highlight it. So that was on a Friday. This yellow is like super bright. And then the next purchase I did was, you know, I was stressed with my test, which was on that Saturday, and I bought a couple of things from Forever 21. Not a lot of people will help them with their purchases, and honestly it kind of goes against budgeting, but my boyfriend did offer multiple times to help me. I bought 2 dresses from Forever 21 for preparing for summer. I bought like a plain pink dress as well as a pink floral dress, and I honestly wanted to buy more, but I limited myself to 2, and they were $19.90 each. And my clothing sinking funds, if you guys didn't know, only had $15 in it, so I couldn't even afford one dress. So the total came out to $42, and my boyfriend insisted that he would buy me a dress, so he paid for the rest. I gave him my $15 and he paid for the rest. So I'm just being honest with you guys. That's the situation right there. But yeah, what do we do? Oh, clothing is sinking funds again. And I emptied out my clothing cash envelope, so that was great. There's a lot of yellow going on here. Okay, I cannot put down these stickers. I spent a lot on that 5th, honestly, because I have more coming to you guys. I have like 2 more that I spent that day. And I bought a wrap, like a burrito wrap from the food, because we went to the Georgia Mall and it was so nice. And we tried not to eat out, and we didn't. We brought in food at the hotel, but I also needed a breakfast that morning because the breakfast doesn't start till 7, and my test was at 7 o'clock in the morning. So I had to buy something for me to eat, or I will go hungry while I'm taking my test, which is not a good thing. So I bought a wrap from my eating out money. I think Blue is eating out. Yep. I don't even remember the name of the place. I just know it was a burrito wrap, and it was pretty good. It needed more flavoring, honestly, but it was good. So I'm just gonna put wrap because I don't remember the name, and it was $9. It was a big wrap, so my boyfriend and I actually halved it. So we're just gonna put that right there. I need one more. I got one more. And while we're at the mall, we got a Cinnabon, you know, Cinnabon. But I have like $5 left over in my eating out money, so I just took it out from my allowance. Why not? What's my allowance? Allowance is purple. We bought 2, so that was $8. I really spent a lot that day, but the next day I didn't, so it's kind of good. And if you're wondering how my test went, I honestly don't know. I ran out of time, and I could elaborate more on this, but that's pretty much it. I ran out of time, and I was not happy about how that test went, basically. But I did my best, and I find out the results this week. I'm not very optimistic about it, but we're gonna see. So Saturday, like I said, I did not spend anything, which was, I'm referencing for my index card, but I didn't spend anything there, which leads us to Sunday, which was when we drove back to our hometown, and we went, well, I went to Wendy's. I got one of those like $5 meals. I forgot the name, but you basically get, what do you call these? A burger, fries, drink, and some chicken nuggets, and that's eating out. And I decided to use the rest of my money for that, and then some cash. I think I looked for quarters and stuff to fill up the rest of the payment, but basically I spent the rest of my money there, so $5. So I have nothing left on my eating out money, which is, you know, usual me. Also, on that same day, we went to CVS to get some toilet paper, and I needed some acetone, so I removed my old nail polish, but I did some couponing there, so it came out to 25 cents. I had a $4 extra box. I had a Charmin coupon, a digital coupon, and I also had a paper coupon from coupons.com, and it came down to 25 cents. So I don't count that because it's not a whole dollar, so that doesn't go in anywhere. And on the 8th is where it gets confusing. I'm confused, like I'm telling you guys, I'm confused, but my money and my cash envelopes are good. It's just I'm kind of confused on how I did this, but I think I got it. All right, on Friday we returned these Always pads, not pads, they're called like panty liners. We returned them because they were not the right ones, and the refund was $8. Yep, the refund was $8, and since we have that, I gave my boyfriend $4 and I gave myself $4. And then we went shopping there for a little bit. We normally go there for fish and my coffee, so that's what we got, and a couple other things. The total came out to be, can you even see that? Okay, the total came out to be $15.91, and my share was $8.01. So we're gonna put down my groceries. We're gonna put Kroger for $8. I honestly would rather prefer us to go to one place instead of having to go to 2 places, but I like the fish at Kroger, but I don't like that they don't have everything that we normally get. Walmart has them. I just wish Walmart had like nicer fish. They sell fish, but they're not that good. And you know, I'm Asian, so I gotta have my fish. So this is why it gets confusing, because my boyfriend and I decided to kind of redo our groceries, where we do groceries for him and then groceries for me and then groceries for the both of us. It's just we weren't raised the same way, and so our meals are very different. I eat a lot of rice and I can eat things over and over, like hot dogs and chicken. I don't care, because those are actually like really nice things to eat for me. He was raised here, so he's more used to like cereal or frozen food or eating out, and that's his deal. And we've actually argued a lot about that, and he's tried my method where we meal plan for the whole week for like 4 years now, and I think it's time for me to give him what he wants and see how it goes for him. So far I like it because I honestly spend less, but it's just my groceries are kind of broken down weird. But I also needed the panty liners, like I said, and I needed some melatonin, so I put that under household. Where is it? Yeah, it's right here. It's confusing how the receipt go. I try to like look at it, but it's confusing. But basically I took out $10 from household, and that's just to kind of fill the melatonin and the panty liners, and I didn't have that with my boyfriend because it's really not fair. So Walmart and $10. It's just, I think my receipts are gonna look really weird and just very confusing. But with that, I also bought my own groceries, and I also bought my own groceries on this receipt right here, which is both of our groceries, and we also bought a fan together, so that's why it looks like this. But I mixed them together basically. My groceries for this week is $14, if that kind of sums it all down for you. And I'm hoping like we're not the only couple that deals with this, because it's very stressful, and I'm honestly just done like stressing about it and just arguing about it. It's not like big arguments, it's just it comes out and we kind of stress about it. Like he buys the food and he doesn't eat it because, you know, he's used to other things. Like for me, everything that I eat is with rice, and I'm good. He is not. And for the fan, it was like $18, so we have that. I gave him $9 for that, and I took that out from my allowance because it's kind of like an unbudgeted. Anything that's unbudgeted, I guess, goes to my allowance. So Walmart again, and that's $9. So actually that's the last thing I bought. I didn't spend anything on Tuesday, I didn't spend anything on Wednesday. I normally don't spend anything when I have a day off, just because I'm home all day. Basically that's all my spending. It's just a lot on certain days. Like I spend a lot on the 5th and on the 8th. So now we're gonna do our actual check-in. Okay, we are on week 2. And so far, groceries, I think we're doing good. So far, I think groceries, we're doing good. Okay, so for groceries, we should only have $50 left, but remember we had a refund, so I actually did $54 instead of $50, because we did our refund at Kroger and then we spent money at Kroger. So we had 54 minus 8 and minus 14, $32. So we spent like $22. Is that right? 8 plus 14 is 22. Yeah, 22. We spent $22, and now we're left with 32. I'm not gonna know, like there's no way for me to know why that total is different, because it just says 50 here. So I'm just probably gonna add like a +4 right there, just so I don't get lost. But we're doing good on groceries. For allowance, I always abuse my allowance. So we had We had $40 in our allowance. Yeah, we had $40 in our allowance. 8 plus 9 is 17. So I do update my cash envelopes regularly. That's why they're like that. So we have $23 left. And eating out, I spent basically $14. Yeah, I spent $5 at Wendy's and then $9 for that wrap. So minus 14. I'm trying to do minus, yeah. And we have 0 left, which is very common for my eating out money. For household, we spent $10 at household. So we're left with $2. And no one budgeted. I feel like I should take the unbudgeted off. I don't know. People just use it for placeholders, but I normally take out anything that's unbudgeted for my allowance. Alright guys, so that basically completes our check-in for week 2. I'm fairly happy with what's going on. My groceries, I'll have money left over because we're about to stuff my cash envelopes for my paycheck number, I think paycheck number 1 for April. It's very confusing because my paychecks don't come in till like the 3rd week. Well, 2nd week of April and then the 4th week. It's just very confusing. Some people have it on the 1st and 3rd, which is nicer. Let me know if you guys are struggling with your partners as well. Especially if you're not married. It's honestly something that's a struggle. And I don't think if we ever get married, I don't think it'll change. I can only see changing honestly is if we have like a child. That's the only thing I can think about. But for right now, you know, we're a couple, we're in a relationship, we're not married. Alright, I'm gonna edit this video. It's probably gonna be really long, but I will see you guys on my next video. Thank you so much for watching and just for communicating with me on the comments down below and just for liking my video. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!